with Charles Levesque, the Hawkesbury Hawks, second-year Hawkesbury Hawk. If we go back in time, Charles, I guess 67's organization, that's where you started out minor.
Right, yeah, it was my first year of AAA, so it was my really the first year of highly competitive hockey. So I got to sort of know the ins and outs. I got to play with a lot of good players, and we had a lot of good coaching staff and good team bonding, and we ended up actually winning the championship that year. So all around, it was a really great year for me.
Ridley College, I guess that was the next step. There's a little Brockville Brave connection there. Mike McCourt there at Ridley. Of course, he was the owner, the GM, and the head coach here in Brockville. How'd you end up there?
It's actually a funny story. A player that I'm friends with from the Brockville organization, he was actually drafted out of there. He was at a Brockville game, and he sat beside Mike McCourt, and he got to sort of explain to him about his program and what he's running over there and what he's looking for. And then he recommended me, so me and my friend, we headed over there for a year, and it was, I'd say, the best year development-wise for me.
I guess no Brockville Brave in the mix at all. Second year, Charles, with the Hawks, and you've obviously excelled there. The second year, your stats attest that even better than last year, but quite a consistency.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was a bit easier to sort of step into the league this year because I had that experience from last year, so there wasn't no feel for those first few games, so I was able to jump right into it, and I sort of knew how the league worked and what I had to do to be successful, and I just stayed true to my game and let the points come by themselves. So, and I've also played alongside great teammates, so I owe them a lot of the credit for it.
Yeah, you've been a part of a pretty good nucleus there of Sear and Everson. Pretty good nucleus that Rick Dorvell's had and that you've been a beneficiary of.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're really good players, both 20 years old, so they have quite a bit of experience in this league. And, they really know how to move the puck and how to work plays down low. And we've always found a chemistry both on and off the ice, which I think has really helped us out throughout the course of the year. And, just being relied upon, we've been able to, create chances and get the job done so far.
You've been a part of some special tournaments this year. How have they been? What kind of great experiences?
So I was first selected for the All-Star tournament and for the CCHL and represented them. We made it to the finals and unfortunately lost to the Quebec League. But that was a great experience to play with a bunch of different players from the league, to get to see how they are to play with and as guys off the ice as well. I've also gone to play for Team Canada East, which was probably the biggest honor of my life so far, to be able to wear the flag and even make it as far as we did and win a silver medal. All-around experiences I'll never forget for the rest of my life.
Yeah, how was it playing against the Americans in that final?
Oh, they're a really strong team. You could tell that, they had practice before and played together, but they're a really strong team, have a lot of skill, a lot of work ethic, and they sort of handed it to us in the final there, but we played with pride and we finished the game out strong and we were happy with that.
Your game, has it changed much? That's a question I usually ask. Has it changed much? I mean, we see the consistency there, but how has your game come along?
I'd say the core principles of my game is still the same. I think it's more just strength and maturity. As I've gone along the way is really what's been important. Last year I came into a pretty weak player at 17, but I just worked really hard. And this year I spent a lot of time in the off season at the gym to get stronger and more explosive. So I just think that that strength, to have that extra push in the corners and stuff like that's really helped me create more opportunities and obviously get more points.
D1 commitment, something else.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it was my dream ever since I was a little kid. A lot of people, it's going to the NHL right away, but I figured to have dreams before that, and then maybe obviously aim towards there once I've achieved those dreams. So NCAA was my dream as a kid, and to be able to get that call, giving me a scholarship was everything I wanted. And UMass Lowell is a great school, and it was actually my #1 school, so I was really fortunate to be able to attend.
Yeah, I believe we had back in 2010 Shane Thompson that was here, attended there as well. The Hawks season to date, it was a 40-win season last year, but this team's been pretty consistent.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we have a lot of skill players, and the level of talent that we have on this team is just outstanding. And all the guys are starting to really gel together, and we're starting to finally get our team identity. I know it's a bit late into the season, but I think we really know what we have to do now to be successful and beat the good teams down the stretch.
4-0 against the Braves. In fact, you had the game winner about a week ago in Hawkesbury.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really good game. Both teams fought really well, and it was more of a goaltender's battle that game, and we were lucky enough to come out of that game winners. And as for the 4-0 part, well, I don't know what it's been this year, but I guess we just have an answer for the Braves, and hopefully we have that answer again tonight.
Thanks for doing this. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Charles Levesque of the Hawkesbury Hawks.